I come from a house of love, a lot of love. Two women, spiritually connected, kept me spiritually connected as a child. And so it's still instilled in me.
I hear you say two women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so was Daddy in the household?
I've never known my father.
Never.
I've never seen a picture of my father.
Never.
No.
Did you ever ask your mom?
Well, my mother came from Alabama on the Greyhound bus. My grandmother had came up from Alabama to make a better life for her daughter.
Okay.
And so then she sent for her daughter. Her daughter came up, cute woman from Alabama, Southern girl, and met a guy around the corner. And the guy around the corner said, Southern love.
Let me get some of that love.
Let me get some of that tasty love. That's where tasty love comes from, man.
And it was good, right?
It was good. You go jam with me tonight. And so out of that came these children.
Not just one.
Not just one. Pat.
Wow.
Carolyn. And then there was Freddie.
And nowhere did Daddy show up.
He was there. My grandmother hated his guts.
So grandma
So
kept
back
him away?
back in the day, mothers ruled.
That's true.
And what they said
went. Right.
And so no matter how much she wanted to get it and do whatever she wanted to hang out, she was like, no. And he can't, and she had these babies, but she's like, he can't be a part of it.
Wow.
She just was not using him. I know his name. I've never seen his face.
Never.
He might have been walking past the streets. I don't know.
He's never tried to contact you.
No, his family did. I did a show in Virginia, and they sent a note saying we're part of Freddie Jackson's family. Yeah. And he brought some documents. Oh, they went for it. I said, Billie Jean is not my lover, you know?
And you just cut it off.
But, you know, can you imagine finding something out like that before you get ready to go on stage?
What did it do to you that day when that was happening and now I'm getting ready to go on stage? What happened?
It threw me for a whole loop. It's like, I've wanted to know. I've even wanted to meet someone in his family. And now I'm ready. I've gotten myself ready to go on stage, perform for masses. And it was like a dark cloud came over because all I'm thinking about, are these people serious? Or is this just some fake stuff?
Right, is this really my family?
Yeah, who are these people? And so it turned out that it was his sister. And she had all this identification and stuff, and what she didn't have was the picture. But
she had everything else.
She had it.
So was this, I want to meet my nephew?
Yes,
okay.
I got that they really genuinely wanted to meet me, and they really wanted me to know who my father was.
Knowing that, and you felt that in your heart that they really wanted to meet you, why didn't you, after the fact, extend an olive branch to say, here I am, let's meet?
I thought about that. I even discussed it with some other people in my family. One of my sisters says, I don't want it. Then I thought about it. But something about it made me afraid.
Okay.
I became not mad at my mother or not even him. I had already put it in place that my mother and my grandmother was like daddy to me. They were like, they took the place of my father. And then I come from a place of the church, and so the deacons and the pastors and the trustees, the gentlemen in the church kind of nurtured me as their son. And many of them I looked up to as fathers. And I just didn't feel like I had missed him. And so I felt like, what is it that I need to know about him now that will carry me through?
What do you say to people who are struggling with that? How to just let it go, move on, live your life?
I think you taste it.
Okay.
You taste it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I tasted it, and then it was for me to absorb it and how I wanted to go forth with it. To not dismiss it, but to put it aside and to move on with my life. He did, quite obvious, and I had to make a decision at 50 some odd years old. I didn't want to get in that again because I went in a new place of my life to tunnel my energy into that. I didn't want to go there. So I prayed to God about it and asked him to work with me through it.
And he did.
And he said, peace be still.